Everywhere we go.
It's on your doorstep.
There's a bloke like a friend that keeps knocking into me. Oh, God. Yes, that's my friend. We got off the boat yesterday and he was on the top, he just waved across him. I'm turning around.
A little bit about Edinburgh. What we will do this evening is divide you up. Hopefully you will all have a card with one of our battle honours on it, and we will explain what that means shortly, but we'll divide you into groups and give you a tour of the ship and just give you a little flavour for exactly what a Type 42 destroyer does and what we're capable of achieving. So without further ado, I'll hand you over to Graham, who will explain exactly how this is going to work, and we'll get you off to have a little look around the ship and see what we can do. Again, thank you very much for coming this evening. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you on board Edinburgh tonight, and I hope you have a very good evening.
Thank you.
Each of your hosts that you've been around engaging with has got a card that looks a little bit like that, so it's a different colour that will correspond to the card that you've got on. If I could ask for you to make your way to your tour group. If you're in Malta, then you're with me, and that'll be nice and easy. And tour guides, if you can hold up your respective placards now, just to help our guests find their respective tour groups, and then we'll start the tour.
It's cold, isn't it? Off to you. Hey ladies and gentlemen, good evening, welcome to the bridge for HMS Edinburgh. My name's James, I'm the navigator. Just before we get started, has anyone got any questions on the layout of the bridge or any of the pieces of equipment you see? Yes.
Why are you dressed in white?
Because I'm an officer, so you'll see the lads and lasses there in blue uniform.
This is our action working dress. So the overalls are fire retardant. The anti-flash that girls got around her neck and the gloves is to protect the face and hands from any flashes basically caused by sudden explosions or detonations as the ship comes under fire. So as the air threat increases, the order will be given, assume air threat warning red. That warns the whole ship that a threat is imminent, and the order will be given to on anti-flash. Then the hoods will go up to provide that bit more protection. I'll do it now.
So is everybody wearing those, is it?
Yes. Yeah, they will.
Very nice.
Oh,
When the time. It loves to me.
You don't wear
We can't have that up for hours at a time, and it gets...
They smell pretty bad as well.
Yeah, they do, especially when they're new. So they're the fire retardant material. They smell of fish, actually. Yeah, it's not very nice when the ship's hot, and it does get hot up here. So you have to, if we're in an action environment, we'll close the outer doors as well to hermetically seal the bridge in. And it does get hot, and with it swaying about at sea, it's not the nicest, but it's not the worst place to find
Making it sound really attractive.
Stop it!
What's the top speed?
on a good day, 35 knots. It's about 40 miles an hour. They are noisy, it sounds like Concorde taking off, it's great. So the rest of the force around us, the aircraft carrier, the other escorts with us, will now be taking their reactions in response to a Zipper 1 as will our upswing.
250, 20 miles.
It's the Osprey now liaising with the
170, look out, missile inbound.
position of the missile, where it's coming, and
20
that way we
miles
can have
now.
our lookouts looking down its bearing. When we see it, we can assess whether it's inbound for us, the mission essential or high value unit, or one of the other escorts. We'll also be giving the Officer Watch a course and speed to come to, which will be the anti-ship missile defence course, kind of calculated to give the best position of the ship, best aspect of the ship to deflect the missile or stop it getting a lock on us in the first place. We've also sewn our...
That's rig complete now, splashed with dart.
Okay, rig complete, splashed with darts. We fired our sea dart and that's hit the missile, so that's the best scenario, one of the best scenarios.
But we've got a new one, we've got a new one now.
Rig sea darts, about 40 miles.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're looking like this.
Here, Jacka, I'm Somerset, so leave.
So I don't lose anyone. I'll make your way back to the hangar if you want to have another quick drink in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Think how many copies you got?
Go.
I made a fortune.
No man later, woman in town, mate. You're fine.
Yeah, you drink too much.
Alright, so in that case, from common cold all the way up to broken bones, rugby injuries, football injuries, people falling down ladders and all that kind of stuff. And we have the equipment on board to deal with all that kind of situation. The suction units, your basic monitors for your blood pressure and your pulse, your old pain relief for the old antidotes and laughing gas and that goes there. And you've got your portable resuscitation equipment there. Okay, so there's 4 of those around. And there is first aid equipment scattered around the ship.
There's a medic back in there.
Yeah.
What is the worst, what is the most serious condition you've dealt with?
Not on this ship, I've had a guy that broke his neck. Cut out his neck. And he was walking around. What? He got a bit of a stiff neck. Told me what he did. Got the collar on, got an x-ray.
Do you x-ray here, do you?
I've no facilities like that on board. All that stuff done. We've got some tools on board.
Hammer saw.
Yeah.
Stick to bite on.
Yeah,
Stick to bite on. Lollipop. I've watched Master and Commander.
Don't forget the
Yeah, give us a
Time's up. Time's up.
Thank you very much. If you're hot.
Who's worse?
Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to talk to you about how we fight fires and floods on board warships. We don't have the luxury of dialing 999 for the emergency service to come out here, so we really need to be on the wall when it comes to tackling any fires and floods. So we train them every day to make sure that they are tip-top when it comes to tackling any fires. Okay. So he's there within 2 minutes. Okay, within 6 to 8 minutes, we then had to get the support team. And this support team is over here dressed in what we call PPI goggles. Okay, it's a real deal when it comes to material. Okay, this is low. You can try on that to just what happens. Okay, this is what we use. Okay, boots, trousers, the tunic, and again the extended duration breathing apparatus. Alright. And with that, we have the firefighting helmet with built-in communications. The firefighting helmet, the built-in, you can see the speed that they're going at in a minute. Okay, it can be, you have to get it right quickly, get down to see the incident within 6 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes. Start tackling the fire. Like I said, built-in communications, bone conducting microphone at the top of his head there, so there's no sort of microphone sticking in his face or up his nose. So he's able to talk to his team and direct them into whatever he needs to do.
Two chefs which work in the dining halls trying to teach the ship's company how to cook their own toast, which at times is hard. Believe me, it is hard. You would expect, after being in the Navy for 15 years, that people would cook their own toast, but we have many toaster fires on board. I also have 2 lads who work down in the storerooms. I also have a massive freezer. Massive that I can store 90 days worth of food in. I say massive, it's not massive at all. It's a little box, right? I'm not getting enough food in what I have to. I also have a sport fridge and a vegetable fridge and a dairy fridge. When we deploy in deployments, we try to take away 90 days worth of food, so if we didn't have to stop anywhere, we could stay at sea for 90 days. When we deploy, we're not allowed to fall below 14 days, so at all times I have to have a minimum of 14 days food on board to get the pouches. And they're split up throughout the ship. In times of war, we'll have some forward, a day's worth of forward, a day's worth in the galley, a day's worth aft, and a day's worth right on the top of the ship, just in case, heaven forbid, at war, our storerooms got taken out by a missile and we lost all the food, because then I would have 240 food critics with nothing to criticise. So where's that good? The average day in the life of a chef, in the morning they'll make breakfast for the ship's company. Standard day for breakfast is a full English, bacon, eggs, sausage, black pudding, fried eggs, poached eggs, beans, tomatoes, etc, etc. We do try occasionally to introduce some continental breakfast. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The first time we did it, it fell flat, but then people started realising, you know what, I feel a bit better after I've had a bagel and a bit of lemon and some smoked salmon instead of a big sausage sandwich. So now that sort of works. Over lunchtime we will do a hot snack food, whether it be a pie with mash or pasta and mash, or a simple pasta dish. We also have a
we're at sea, we're with our task group, we've got some RAF jets at about 25,000 feet above us waiting for some action, providing a little bit of defence. We're operating near a hostile territory with a United Nations Security Council resolution to be enforced and a robust approach from Edinburgh. We're defending our task group, that's our primary aim.
The Witchier approaches. We did have a cunning plan to transfer you to the MV Silver Explorer. Sadly, Martin Baker's Dorset Constabulary didn't allow me to do that, but we do have to get you ashore shortly, and our Manchester ship Edinburgh must go in harm's way again and return to obey sport. A few parish notices and tributes from me, Jamie Miller, Naval Regional Commander. It's all my fault you're here. But Madam Mayor, where are you? Yeah. Thank you. Still here. Still loyal. Still loyal. Thanks to your idea, your concept, perhaps instigated by the Deputy Lieutenant Rupert Best about 3 years ago when he gave me the nod. 30th anniversary, Diamond Jubilee, Lyme Regis, trading port, 14th century. This chap called Admiral Summers went out there like Edinburgh were doing in September to get shipwrecked at Bermuda, which is still British, hurrah! Then come back here and be pickled ashore, put into somewhere in Dorset, which is the way you treat your senior admirals. You gave me the idea. This afternoon, at that very special parade, the opening of your pavilion, where we saw the community, tourists, locals, interested onlookers, the heartbeat of the Dorset community, and the Royal Marines, and HMS Edinburgh, and Captain, your guard was, like, you know I'm high maintenance, but they were good, I've got to admit it. The reason for that thought is that underneath the jollification and the happiness of being ashore, Edinburgh, and people like me, have been extremely well looked after by your community. And Billy Churchill and Simon Bird, particularly guys, taking you out for the way you looked after 30, I was about to say ruffians, but I can't, 30 exemplars of Edinburgh Ship's Company the other night. But it's not always the community takes us to their heartbeat and their heart, because we're always away, over the hills and far away, on behalf of Her Majesty. And this Diamond Jubilee is very good that this very special maritime community has taken Edinburgh to their heart. And also, a huge thank you. I'm not very good at thank yous, Nick, but very well done, Edinburgh. You've all been first class. Thanks so much.